This full moon is one of completions, but the new beginnings will be much more felt. Self-realization, transformation, courage to speak your truth, and the union follows. Hi, I'm Karina, your Healing Arts Astrologer, and I'm here to give you the full moon, the second full moon in Capricorn video report for this July 21st. Yes, weird, right? June 21st was the first Capricorn full moon, and this is July 21st for the blue moon, which is the second full moon in Capricorn this year, which is very rare. That's why they say once in a blue moon. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing my videos. It keeps me going. It changes the algorithm so more people could see me. And subscribing will just let you know when I have uploaded some videos. So let's get right into this report. So like I said, both moons were on the 21st. Well, what is the 21st? It's a new moon because one is represented by the sun and two is represented by the moon. So that is a new moon. And there is a lot of new beginnings. This Capricorn moon is at 29 degrees. This is the last degrees of Capricorn as we move into Leo season. So these moons were both on the 21st day of the month. New beginnings of self-realization. 2 plus 9, which is the degrees, equals 11, which is a twin flame number of union, masculine and feminine. An equal give and take in partnership or relationship with another thing or person. 2 is partnerships. Okay, that's feminine. 1 is an individual, which is masculine. And 3, so 1 plus 2 is 3, and that is the outcome. This is a crazy synchronicity that I wanted to share with you guys. Is I usually have been seeing lately my one owl. Back in 2017 or 18, I had 3 owls in front of my house. And I don't know what happened, but PG&E was cutting down the trees and cut down the tree that they were living in. I had went out and stopped them. And it was sad because those 3 owls went away. Well, in 2021, I saw 2 owls. It went from 1 owl to 2 owls. This week, I've seen 1 owl. Yesterday, I saw 2 owls. And today, I saw 3 owls.
Oh my God, there they are. Oh my God, there's the other one. Oh my gosh. Hi, sweetie. Hi.
So this was just more of a confirmation for this message that I'm sending. With the 21st day of this month and last month, we had full moons in Capricorns. And 1 plus 2, or 21, 2 plus 1 is 3. This is the alignment of self and other, where each person is ready for union to bring the third energy in, and that is divine spiritual connection. So where 2 become 1 and make the third entirely new energetic field birthed from their union. Now, this is a huge concept in twin flame community, but there has been a lot of negative things that I saw around that show, which that's not how twin flame are, or those are crooks. Those were crooks. But they had the concept. They took it to extreme, which is strange. Strange couple there. But you have masculine, which is 1, feminine, which is 2, and harmonize, they create this unique energy, which is the 3rd energy. In astrology, we call this a composite chart. So where in all like relationship compatibility charts, we have to pull one chart of one person and look at one chart of the other person. And then you put the 2 charts on top of each other and you have a synastry chart. So that's where 1, this is 2, is a synastry chart. And then you make the 2 blend together. So this is when they're in a relationship, they create the 3rd energy, which we pull. It's called a composite chart. And composite chart is like the cake that's made. So you have the ingredients of one person, you have the ingredients of the other person, and together you make a cake. And that cake is the 3rd energy. For all the astrology nerds out there. So this union transcends the individual qualities of the twin souls, creating a higher form of spiritual connection. And this union is necessary for the evolution of both partners on their spiritual journey. It is the catalyst of deepening the understanding and exploration of their divine path. Now, karmic completion or the karmic closures has taken place for the twin souls to unite. And that is what Capricorn is all about. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, which is the planet of karma. Karma says what you put in, you get out. That's why most people that go through their Saturn return between the ages of 28 and 30 have a sanctioning into adulthood. This is like, whoa, so all this work I've put in, I finally got my reward, or the lack of energy that I have put forth towards the things that I want, I have nothing. And that is a Saturn return. Now, let's get into the charts. I'm going to pull up the chart so you can follow along with me. So I'm going to share. July 21st at 3:16 a.m. So we will most likely be sleeping during the exacting of this full moon. But first, I would like to announce that I'm having a paint and sip on this exact full moon, July 21st, at William Welch Winery in Martinez at 1820 Franklin Canyon Road. There is still room. We have a lot of people signed up. It's going to be so much fun. We're painting this beautiful sun and mountains with river painting to really bring in this full moon energy of the water energy, the earth energy, and the Leo sun energy. Because we're just popping right into Leo season right after this full moon in Capricorn. We do have, as you can see, Venus and Mercury in Leo. So this painting will reflect that. Now the aspects, the twins of the zodiac is Gemini. So we can see that this is a rising Gemini for this full moon on the West Coast, because this is PDT time. And also you can see Mars just enters into Gemini at 0 degrees. Right after it makes this crazy conjunction with Uranus. And this is no walk in the park conjunction. We will be shooken up. Jupiter's in Gemini and the full moon Mars enters 0 degrees Gemini, activating this new cycle after the unexpected and accelerated shifts that shook us into a new future direction when Mars conjunct Uranus. And it started around July 11th. I'm giving it like a 3 to 4 degree orb, and Mars is applying and exactly conjuncts on July 15th. And then Mars moves past Uranus. So this is where this is right here. Mars moves past Uranus on July 16th, and it will be opposing the moon in Sagittarius, giving rise to arguments, irritabilities, triggers, emotional responses, mood swings, and confrontation with others. So please be mindful of these days as we apply to July 16th, as this could be possibly a dangerous conjunction depending on where this is in your chart. So for everyone, please be mindful driving, operating heavy machinery during this time, especially when you are upset. It's best to just stay home. If you're upset, just stay home, call in sick to work, and have some much needed self-care. Also, Mars rules our head, okay? And Uranus rules unexpected accidents. So this could be headaches, these could be head injuries, and these could be accidents, are just more probable during the July 11th through the 16th or 17th. Okay, so and now that I have that out of the way, the moon is conjunct Pluto during this full moon. And all those that have a moon at the late degrees of Capricorn or a 0, 1, 2 degrees of Aquarius, you've been feeling this for the last couple years as Pluto has been just moving around this area of the chart. And so what does this mean? When we have Pluto involved, you have intense emotional transformation. You have this raw, real truths that you're seeing. This is emotional deaths and rebirths. The last Capricorn full moon, let me pull that chart up for you real quick. Do you see it was at 1 degrees of Capricorn? So it was very far from Pluto. And the sun was conjunct Venus and Mercury. So this gave us intuitive insights around our love, money, and what we want. What feels like home? What do we love? And who is in our hearts? And realizing is one thing, but taking action is another. So we're trying to get past this. It's like going through an ego death, okay? An emotional transformation that really needs to take place at this time. Let me bring up the other charts. Oh, here's both of them. So we'll just have both of them, just in case. So here's both of the charts. This new moon's on the inside, June's new moon or full moon's on the outside. So as you can see, we have Pluto and the moon conjunct in this full moon. Now Saturn is the planet of commitment. Okay, so let's take a look at Saturn, because Saturn is the ruler of both these two full moons. Last month, June 21st, do you see Saturn was direct? This full moon, Saturn is retrograde, both at 19 degrees. So there is a new beginning. We are reevaluating and reconsidering what we want to leave our life, what we're done with, whether that is addictions. And our addictions can be seen in many different kinds of ways, right? We could be addicted to relationships or drugs or alcohol. And so there is a completion where this is a shedding and a letting go. So we can embrace this new cycle and this new beginning. Now, Saturn is the planet that is ruling both of these full moons this year. So usually we only have one full moon in each zodiac sign, and then blue moons we have two. And Capricorn is the highlight of this. So look in your chart, see where 1 degrees of Capricorn is and where 29 degrees Capricorn is, and see what houses this is affecting. Saturn is the planet of commitment, responsibility, hard work, as well as restrictions, limitations, and delays. Saturn shows us boundaries, and Capricorn understands that with structure, consistency comes success. Eventually, the achievement, which may be long coming when we're working towards something that isn't immediate gratification, like a lot of Gemini energy wants, but it will take alignment, diligence, and hard work. Saturn is the planet that rules Saturday, hence Saturn Day. Now, Saturday is a good day to tackle anything that requires sober, realistic, a practical approach. This full moon is on Sunday, Saturday before this Sunday full moon. Let's look at things practically. Let me pull up the slides for you because I'm going to go through those slides. So here we got Capricorn. The ruler is Saturn, like I've explained. Now, when Saturn is in Libra, it's exalted, but it's in Pisces right now. It's at the end of its cycle. Capricorns are at the end of one cycle. And when Saturn moves into Aries, Capricorns will have their new cycle. Now, the ruler of Capricorn is the 10th house, which rules career and legacy. It is found at the top of the chart. This is what everyone sees is, when you meet someone, that's one of the first things people ask, oh, what do you do for a living? Because that's the top. This is what people see. The home is at the bottom, which is Cancer, and it's what people don't see. The day that it rules is Saturday, Saturn Day, and the time it rules is 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. Because we all know that the people that are building businesses and that are self-employed, they work hard and they're working from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. But it's also the time when people are partying at the bar, okay? And that is karma, right? It's karmic. And because you're going to get a payback for being out at the bar, right? So you're going to have a hangover. You might be, 12 and 2, people aren't looking too cute either. I'll tell you that. Unless you're drunk. Unless you're drunk, everyone's looking cute, right? But this is the time that you might get in trouble. You might get a DUI. And it's just that karmic time of, hey, this is what you get. You get what you get. Saturn is the planet of, like I said, restriction. It's a cardinal earth sign, so it's ascending. It is a go-getter. It's an initiator. It gets things started in the physical world. These are our hard workers. These are our 9-to-5ers or our corporate people. Energy is outward assertive, and it rules the root chakra, which is the red. The physical earthly experience, as far as if you see Saturn, it has a cross. And so it's like religion, government, school systems, any kind of restrictive, rule-based systems is Capricorn, Saturn. Okay. And in the body, it rules our knees and our teeth. And I'll get into that teeth stuff I was telling you about in the last full moon in Capricorn videos. Very interesting stuff. The gems that it rules is ruby, onyx, obsidian, smoky quartz, sapphire, and tourmaline. And I make these bracelets. They're crystal bracelets, and I make them for your natal birth chart, and I sell them on my Etsy. So you can go purchase your custom one, and I'll make you a custom one. Now, let's see. Okay, so Capricorn 0 degrees is at the very top of the chart. Like I said, this is our determined commitment to build a legacy through patience, perseverance, and discipline. Hard work, dedication. This is the earth and yang. We're here to build a legacy, to leave behind our knowledge. Like for those like Mark Twain, he left a lot behind, his stories, all of his books. Okay, he left a legacy. He is taught in English all over. This is the father of time. So if you think about time, the father of time, that is Capricorn, because time is restrictive, right? Time is found here on Earth when we're closest to the center of gravity. And when we go out further in the outer space, time, it leaves. Like there is no time. So time is subjective depending on where you are in the universe. Relative, right? Time, the relativity. It rules the left brain, meaning when the left brain is the right side of the body, and that is the masculine side, the left side of the brain. And the right side of the brain rules the left side of the body, which is feminine. So our left is receiving and our right is giving. So how is your work and your daily grind getting in the way of your close relationships? That could be a question. Does your work correspond well with your values? And how has your relationship with your father impacted your relationships today? We could also ask this about our mother, because the sun is our father, the sun and Saturn is our father, and the moon is our mother. Where are your values? Does your values reflect your life's work? The 10th dimension is Capricorn, and this is where impossible becomes possible. So whatever you think is impossible can become possible through hard work and diligence and putting forth that energy. Now I'm going to break down the teeth for you. So this is what the teeth, okay, so these are the teeth, right? And Capricorn rules the teeth. Saturn, it's our karma, it's our bones in our body. So we want to be careful and with our bones and making sure that we're eating healthy and we're taking good care of our teeth. So our teeth are reflections of our karmic past and our ancestry. So in my research, you have the upper jaw, okay? And then you have your lower jaw, right? And so I'm going to show you the upper jaw is masculine, and therefore it rules the fathers. So my father's side, and the lower part of the mouth is the feminine, which is our mother's side. So you have the right side of the mouth, which represents the masculine, and the left is the feminine. So your upper right side is your father's father. Your upper left side is your father's mother. And the lower part is your right side is your mother's father. Okay. And the left side is your mother's mother. Now, these teeth are represented by that lineage. Okay. And so these two teeth is your grandparents, right? So that's why I named them both one. So this is the upper would be your father. So your father's father. So you have two sides. So all of these on the right are your father's father side. And so as you go back in the wisdom teeth is further back in ancestry. So these are more like your parents, your grandparents, and their parents, like your great grandparents. Okay. And then back here are your wisdom teeth. They don't call them wisdom teeth for no reason, because you can get a lot of wisdom from these teeth. And I actually have 3 of my wisdom teeth still. I've been one that's like, hey, if God made me this way, I don't want to take anything out, because I feel like everything is there for a reason. I feel like I might have a lot of wisdom left from my ancestry because I have 3 of my wisdom teeth. Now, I never had problems when I actually got my one wisdom tooth pulled. This guy, it was like malpractice, and he didn't get out all the tooth. He didn't even stitch me up. I had lockjaw. Like, it was like awful. I think it was like 20 or 19 years old, and I had to get it fixed by an oral surgeon. And so I think that traumatized me so much that I decided to like not get my other wisdom teeth pulled out. And I think it's for good reason, because when these wisdom teeth are the wisdom of our ancestors. These teeth were used from our ancestors back in the day. And so there's a lot of wisdom that comes from these. So if you still have your wisdom teeth and they're not bothering you, don't take them out. Yeah, that's all I have to say. So here's the little chart if you want to screenshot it. And I'm just going to delete that. I don't know why that's there. But that's why it's there, because it won't go away. I'm not a pro at this, but yeah, I just thought that was so interesting when I was researching on this, and I just wanted to share with you guys that knowledge, because if you have any problems with your teeth, you can track it to maybe what side of the family, maybe who needs prayers or any kind of ceremonies, ancestral ceremonies, like releasing, like using the doba grass and like black rice and a coin. There's like certain rituals that you could do to release any of your ancestors that already passed over, or your grandparents that passed over. So when we take care of our teeth, we're taking care of our karma, and we're creating new karma. So the whiter the teeth, then the more light and evolution. And if there's any like breaks or anything, you could look at what area of the mouth and oh, okay, well, this is my father's father. Oh, he passed away when I was 9. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to see if I can get any information and what the message is for me, so I could transmute some of these karmic cycles and heal the lineage. So that's really interesting. I thought I would share with that. I am going to wrap this up because I'm getting tired. It's almost 12 midnight. But let's talk about regret. Regret is probably one of the worst feelings, like worse than failure. So keep that in mind. Regret is worse than failure. I would rather have tried and failed than to never have tried at all, because you'll have that in the back of your mind, wondering what could have been if you would have just moved past the fear and the ego and go after the thing that you want. So what have you been holding off going after? What are you waiting for? Courage is doing something that scares you and taking the action even in the face of fear. When we're on our deathbed, when people are on their deathbed, people think about the things that they never did take action on. Like the things that they regret were the things that they didn't try or to make happen or experience because of all their self-limiting beliefs, or blaming it on money, or blaming it on whatever, right? We have more excuses than arseholes. We know that when it comes to anything that we are afraid of failing at, or afraid that we're not going to be good enough, or whatever, whether that is in love, in money, in business, in travel. All right, so I found a video of a guy talking about 24 regrets of people who were dying, what they said to the hospice nurses.
Just to be myself. I wish I'd spent more time with the people I love. I wish I'd made spirituality more of a priority. I wish I hadn't spent so much time working. I wish I had discovered my purpose earlier. I wish I had learned to express my feelings more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about things that never happened. I wish I had taken more risks. I wish I had cared less about what other people thought. I wish I had realized earlier that happiness is a choice. I wish I had loved more. I wish I had taken better care of myself. I wish I had been a better spouse. I wish I had paid less attention to other people's expectations. I wish I had quit my job and found something I really enjoyed doing. I wish I had stayed in touch with old friends. I wish I had spoken my mind more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time chasing the wrong things. I wish I'd had more children. I wish I'd touched more lives. I wish I had thought about life's big questions earlier. I wish I had traveled more. I wish I had lived more in the moment. I wish I had pursued more of my dreams. These are the regrets of people who are out of time.
But we very rarely regret the things and the chances that we've taken, right? Even if we failed, we've always learned something. And going with the flow, right? And not resisting. Oh, I'm afraid to get hurt. I'm afraid to get close. I'm afraid to fail and lose money. Money is an illusion. And failure is too. We're all learning and evolving. And with each challenge in life, we're growing. Each heartbreak, we're learning. And so jump in and make things happen. Very rarely those that stayed in their comfort zone are satisfied with their life when they are at the end of their life. So courage is Leo, and this is the trait that we need to activate. We are fully supported with the Leo energy, as Venus and Mercury are both in Leo for this full moon. So what is it that you could release and let go of? Do a forgiveness ceremony for this full moon, and I'm going to pick some cards. I am not going to read. Maybe I can. Maybe I will. All right, I will. Inside degrees. Let's check out the inside degrees for 29 degrees of Capricorn. An architect carefully surveying old ruins. A mirror covered with a fine film of dust. I don't know how to read these because for some reason inside degrees puts the first degrees instead of 0 degrees and then goes to 30 degrees. So I think 30 degrees I'll just read 29 degrees. What is to be seen is the outer skeleton of things. Oh, okay, the bones. What is to be known in the inner essence of things? Okay. The code, the extraordinary revelation, and the realization is there inherently in the very substance of existence. A practiced eye can see inside, can penetrate the illuminate, penetrate and illuminate. The schooling is perception. In perception comes between lives and then overshadows each and every idea or notion anybody can come up with. But to access and do honor to this advanced facility or faculty is rare. For seeing the whole truth, seeing the whole truth is excruciating to the ego mind. And therefore, the battle is on to awaken to your innermost truth, or to succeed brilliantly in adapting your truth to the marketplace, selling your soul to the highest bidder. Wow, that is pretty in alignment with the full moon. And let's get some clarity for these cards. I'm drinking some tea. Really earthy tea. I added some Ayurvedic powders to it. And this is apple cider vinegar with cherry juice. So even my drinks are reflecting this karmic energy, right? I'd rather drink things that are healthy and good for me when I'm in the Saturn Capricorn energy, because these things are good for me and I know I'm going to feel good drinking them. Helps with my digestion and my well-being. So let's start off with these Joshua Tree deck. Ooh, okay. Ten of Pentacles. It popped out pretty quickly. Take it. 10 of Pentacles. I share my wealth. Prosperity, fulfillment, sharing, and stability. The 10 of Pentacles signals that you've cultivated financial and spiritual prosperity. You understand that you live in a plentiful universe and what you desire can feasibly be yours. So you have manifested and guaranteed tangible success. This card appears with an air of achievement for having overcome a number of challenges to get where you are now. You've created a solid structure for wealth to continue to show up in your life. Instead of having to worry about the future, you can lean back comfortably, enjoy the stability this position permits. You are now able to share your riches with a sense of security. There's nothing quite as satisfying as letting others partake of the star-filled outlook that you have earned. Woven into the intricate universe as if it were a precious fabric, we are all connected. Helping others shine will allow you to sparkle even brighter. So the shadow aspect of this card is reversed, denotes that your material structure has proven unstable. So you can figure out which one resonates with you. You may have experienced a financial complication, or you may face a deep internal uncertainty that relates to the tangible realms. As you lay plans to overcome this phase, evaluate how you can construct a sturdier palace. Examine what role amassing material property plays in your life, and what does real success mean to you. Dismantle any unconscious beliefs to discern whether they hold value for you. Your wealth doesn't define your worth. However, these old concepts have been passed down to you may not align with who you are. Foster your relationship with what is truly precious to you and devote yourself to that. Fulfillment can come in many forms. Ultimately, your time is the most treasured facility. So the tip for this card is treat a friend or family member and do something special together. Okay. Let's see what crystal pops out for this full moon in Capricorn. Coming up here. Capricorn sun. Oh my God. So this is the Capricorn moon, but the Capricorn sun popped out. This is black tourmaline, which is this ring right here. It helps protect from any kind of negative energy. It's also grounding and detoxing. An energetic bodyguard. Black tourmaline acts as a psychic shield, protecting you from destruction, negativity, and psychic attacks. It is excellent for establishing boundaries and deflects unwanted mental energies. It is also used for grounding, stabilizing your foundation on earth, and making sure both feet are on the ground. With a natural electric spark, black tourmaline absorbs fears and transmutes those emotions into positive energy. Use this stone to balance your root chakra and detox any anxieties. What? Yeah, because this Mars applying to Uranus can be anxieties as well. We are having a lot of extra energy available, so great time to go to the gym, go on a hike, do any kind of physical activity that's not going to get you hurt, okay? I'd say the treadmill would be a better idea than scaling mountains, right? During this accident-prone conjunction here in July. So if you are guided to go look for some black tourmaline, go down to the local crystal store in Port Costa or any kind of crystal store and get yourself a black tourmaline crystal for protection. All right, so let's pull a diamond card. Why not? You know, hard work pays off. Sometimes it pays the bills. Sometimes it pays for your diamonds and your unions. Okay. Diamonds are represented of unions in marriage. There's a lot of cards that popped out. Whoa, that one is the one. That's crazy. The one. The one. This card is the one, and it says the one. Let's read it. 555. 555 is change. And we are experiencing that change. The one. Oh, there it is. Page 121. Non-duality, one love, unus mundus. Our ability to experience this archetype firsthand is limited. It comes in brief and potent moments that are left to savor for a lifetime. The one is both the energy that unites all living beings and our capacity to sense this ultimate union. This archetype eludes us most of our lives, appearing as a concept in a distant galaxy. Yet when we are in the midst of its power, a solemn reverence falls across all the land. We glimpse ourselves in the vastness of all consciousness and are neither small nor large within that field. We are neither important nor unimportant. all duality fades away and we are left with what is, the precious knowing that life is a gift and we are both the giver and the receiver of this fortune. So when in light, you know you're harnessing this energy in a positive way, it serves, loves, accepts, and resonates. And when it's in the shadow, it ignores, emits, and excludes. And to go deeper is James Turrell's The Color Inside, the poem Self-Portrait by David Whyte. And it is said that Om is the primordial sound of the universe and that all other mantras are born from it. Simply imagining this possibility will activate the one. So Om. This is a circle representing the unity of existence. It is possible that the beginning and the end of all things is love. What a perfect card for this transit. I'm going to see if any other tarot cards would like to come out. Whoa, way too many. No can do. All right, nothing wants to come out there. We'll try this deck. Whoop, that one wanted to come out. Oh, and that one died. All right. Oh, whoa. The High Priestess and the Magician, which is Mercury. We have everything we need, all the tools that we need to access this higher manifestation. We can manifest this union. We could manifest our dreams. We're getting a lot of intuitive insights and downloads. This is the divine feminine, as its ruler is Cancer. And Mercury, this is the ruler, Mercury. So this is more of a, I think the Magician is Gemini. Hey Siri, the Magician is ruled by what zodiac? Yeah, it's Gemini and Virgo, because it's ruled by Mercury. So we are getting a lot of information and downloads. This is about our spiritual connection, our unions, and connecting with our spirit, our spiritual side, and our guides, and also our spiritual community. So let's pick a card for meditation. I am falling fast asleep. Insight opens the third eye to strengthen intuition. Okay, so we have so many things pointing to the third energy, the third eye, divine connection, our higher self, and divine unions. And we are getting ready for this new cycle. So the next moon cycle will be the new moon in Leo. And I'm looking forward to that as I am a Leo. So thank you for joining and liking. And I hope to see you at our Paint Sip July 21st at the winery, William Welch Winery. And if you are interested in a reading, please reach out to me at my website, LUCIDLIVINGMOVEMENT.com. And if you would like to order one of my crystal bracelets to go with your zodiac sign, you could go to my Etsy at Creative Commodes. That's KREATIVE, Commodes, KOMMODES.com. Okay. See you soon. on the next video. Peace out, your Lucid Living Coach.